Okay, we're back. Sorry for the little interruption. We had some technical stuff that did not pan out for us to join the other stream, but that is a-okay. Nick and I are still here. We're going to go for probably another half hour, 45 minutes or so before the deadline and through the deadline. So thank you for coming out if you're still here. We'll be talking about all of the trades as they come in. It feels like we still should have a John Morant trade to talk about. We were talking about Zubac before we wrapped up the previous stream. So wherever you would like to start, Nick, feel free.
Yeah, man, I'm just interested to see what's about to come down the pipe in these last 13 minutes. I do remember when we traded Tice, like, was that 2020, 2021? That deal came through like 305, and I thought everything was over. And we traded Tice. So I get like something for 5 extra minutes or a trade like that, but I really want to see what's gonna happen with Jaw, and like I want to see what Kawhi think. Like I don't know what the Clippers are doing. They're obviously like not trying to get better at this point. So I don't know if they just thought of this in the heat of the moment. It was like, yeah, we'll do that.
They flipped a coin.
Yeah, they flipped the coin. Pat asking for a pick back from Josh. So one of my friends is a Miami Heat fan, and they're like at the closer it gets to 3 o'clock, the sadder I get. Like the Heat have just done nothing, and I was told who's this Tim Mc. Oh, okay. I was told one of the team frequently linked to Morant in speculations that they would have to be incentivized to consider taking Ja on. In other words, Memphis would have to attach a pick. Oh yeah, he's not getting traded. Okay, cool, whatever. They're not attaching a pick to that, bro. His value is already low. It's just I don't know.
Just these small guards. Like you're
Yeah,
seeing
man.
as much trade deadline movement, whether it be big names or like fringe moves, because teams are trying to best use their dollars for
Yeah,
themselves, right? So like a player like Anthony Simons may have more value to the Celtics than it did Chicago, or Vucevic has more value to the Celtics than he does Chicago because the Celtics are actually trying to compete and win. And Chicago doesn't really need to spend every dollar to the max of their spending abilities, so they're just willing to take on contracts. So I just think the contending teams are really trying to optimize what they have going, you know? And I feel like that's why you're seeing all of these surprise little baby moves come in. Like the notifications coming through today were rapid fire from like 12 to 2 o'clock, just
yeah,
nonstop. Bang, 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 bang. So I until teams figure out how to properly give contracts again with the way the aprons are set up now, I feel like you're kind of due for this every season.
yeah, man. I was very scared, like I said, like a week ago, like 2 weeks ago, where it was like it's only the Trae Young trade. I was like, man, this shit finna be boring. But the trade deadline never ceases to amaze. So, yeah, we got 10 minutes, man. 10 minutes. If anybody else want to shake the NBA world, please be my guest. Please be my guest.
I really need to take off Chris Haynes notifications.
Damn.
I just like we were waiting for the next move. What's up, Evan? We were
Afternoon.
waiting for the next move when we were in between streams, and we were getting notifications from Chris Haynes breaking down trades that had already happened. And I was just like, what are we doing here? Why do you need to tell us this? I understand like there is a responsibility to like whatever company the reporters work for to get the news out and to be a news source for people. And like ultimately, I'm sure there are people that learned what happened from whoever wasn't first, right? Like that's just kind of how it goes. Wherever you see it is where you see it. But for like the people that are in the weeds, we're trying to figure out who went where in the Zubac to the Clippers trade and what the supplementary pieces were, and then you're getting them from one guy and another guy, and it's all coming out at different pieces. If the Celtics trade X, are they under the tax? I believe they would be under the tax, but I don't really know if they are planning to trade X. X is a unique character in all of this because on paper, in a vacuum, it makes sense. offload the guy that makes a little over the vet minimum. He doesn't play. Get underneath the luxury tax while you can. But at the same time, literally everybody on the Celtics, when you ask them about Xavier Tillman and people around the Celtics, like Jack, Noah, like people that are in the locker room, will tell you that he means a lot to this group.
Right.
They care about him. And like we heard, Noah did a great article, if you guys didn't see it, on Celtics blog. The way the players kind of reacted to the Anthony Simons trade, even though I think everybody thinks that it's going to put them in the right direction to win, there was like serious downer energy from the guys. Like, damn, our friend just got traded. And if you trade Tillman, it's going to be a lot of the same. And I think the team's fragile. I don't think that they suck or anything, but I think like the way that they have gotten to the point they're at this season is not necessarily coincidence. Like the pieces matter. The attitude, showing up to work every day matters. Having the right people to ensure the morale is high matters. So if you keep messing around with it too much, you may run into a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, I think the vibes this year are like super high, and Minot's personality plays into that. Simons, him like developing as a player, but also like how the other guys don't talk about him was like great to see. And obviously that's like the human side of that. Like these guys, they become teammates, right? And that's just it's kind of hard for them to see those guys get traded. And X is like X is like, bro, he's only 26, but it seems like he's like the older grandpa.
They talk about him like he's been in the league for 17 years.
It's like he's Al Horford. Like he's like 49 years old, and like but no, X is the vet. So I mean, trading X for a salary dump, like it will help your salary books, but like that would definitely hurt the locker room. So I don't know, man. He's a lot more valuable to the Celtics than just like a cash consideration thing. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But I don't think X gets traded.
I really don't think so either. I really don't think so. There was somebody, actually, you know what? Never mind. But I really don't see it happening. There's not a lot of time left. It could happen. It could come across the timeline. It doesn't hurt your rotation, but I truly don't think that it would make a ton of like chemistry sense for the Celtics to shake things up in that regard. Just feels like he's too important to how much these guys gel and get along.
Chris Haynes finally said something that we didn't know. Okay, there you go. I'll let you do it. Go ahead.
Kawhi Leonard staying home, not getting traded. Nick's fear of him becoming a Detroit Piston has come and gone in a matter of 30 minutes, which is very good.
Imagine he just gets traded in like 5 minutes.
He's just wrong.
Chris Haynes reports are done after that.
Credit to Chris Haynes for being a reporter that we can make fun of and say how like we actually don't need to have his notifications on, to having us completely believe something is true all in a matter of like 5 minutes. Just being like, oh, okay, I take that as gospel. Kawhi's not getting traded.
Brooklyn Nets fans are under my Josh Minot videos now. Any other Nets fans here trying to figure out who the hell this guy is? Oh, there you go, man. Hey, I guess that's the benefit of it.
You're getting a nice bump from it, Nick. It's not bad. Not bad at all.
I need to change the title. Josh Minot is perfect for the Nets.
You just go in and start playing with all your YouTube videos. You could do that.
Kawhi Apollo, yeesh, brother.
He's not getting traded. The Celtics are not currently under the tax, to my knowledge.
We are not, but
I think they're close, but they're not there. Let me open Spot Track. Let me see if it can tell me anything.
They're very close, but they're not under. So
you go ahead.
So
1.2 million.
Oh, see, there you go. All right, yeah, 1.2 million. Does that count for us signing Amari?
It does not. It still has him as a two-way on Spot Track right now, but
so
it has
be like 2 million then.
It has Josh gone, it has Boucher gone, it has Vucevic on the team.
Okay. So yeah, it'll probably be like, so since Amari signed for like 1.3, 0.4, it'll be like 2 million. So it's literally Chris Boucher's contract.
So Tugboat, the tax is in the NBA now, they have several different spending thresholds because they have a salary cap, but the salary cap really doesn't mean that much because there are ways to spend over the cap legally. Like if you pay your own players, you can pretty much pay them whatever you want because you have what they call bird rights on them. So the luxury tax line is the lowest of all of the lines except for being over the cap. This season, you can spend up to $189.1 million on your team and you will be below the luxury tax. If you spend $195 million, or let's call it $196 million, you're above the first apron. And if you spend $207.9 million, you're above the second apron. It's just different thresholds to how much teams spend. But the reason why people talk about the tax is if it's important, because it kind of is, but like it's not important to me because it's not my money anymore. Like when it was the first and second apron, it was my money because it restricted how my team could make moves. But now it is simply the ownership group has to pay an extra tax for every like for every dollar they spend over the luxury tax. I believe it becomes $8 because the Celtics are a repeater tax team. I can pull up my article that I wrote on it now just so I can give you exactly the breakdown on it. But it is a complete financial type of thing to worry about. If that makes sense.
Oh, so we really don't care? No, not really.
We care, but we don't care.
Yeah,
because
it's not like the aprons and shit.
The reason why it is worth caring about is because if the Celtics can manage to get under the luxury tax this year, it counts towards being under it for the entire year, even though they were not. Up until 5 days ago or whenever they traded Simons, they were above the first apron. They were spending above that.
Yes.
But the league counts it for what you were spending at the end of the league year. So that would be 1 year of being underneath the tax. You need 2 years of being underneath the tax in a row to reset your repeater tax penalties. So if you as a fan care about how much money Bill Chisholm and his friends that are in the ownership group are spending on the team each year, which it is very easy not to care about, but the reality can become if a group of investors, Chisholm is a unique character in this because he is a fan of the team. He's at every game. He cares if they win or lose, but not every team is like that. So some teams, it's just people that put a bunch of money into something hoping to make more money off of it. And if you're having to pay luxury tax dollars because you're spending so much on your roster, then you are making less profit. And a lot of people that invest in a team are not cool with that. So seeing how Chisholm's not the only owner in the ownership group, it only sort of matters. I don't know how much sense that's making to everybody in the chat. I'm sorry if it is complicated because it's a complicated thing.
It is, but you're doing a great job, brother.
Let me read the repeater tax rates. So if you are spending anywhere from 187.9 million to 193.4 million in salary, you pay $3 for every dollar you're over the tax. If you are 193 million to 199 million, you spend 325 for every $1 you're over the tax. If you're 199 through 204.4, it's $5.50 for every dollar. And then 204 million.4 or above, it's 675, and then 50 cents for each additional 100%. So heading into the summer last year, the Celtics were spending $8.75 for every $1 that they were over the luxury tax. This is a lot of money.
Bad. That was bad. That was bad. And Brad told us like the second apron is why we did those trades, but like the luxury tax on that team, if they were not going to be a champion or like get to the conference finals like that, they were like, yeah, no, we have to get this down. And the Celtics have done a phenomenal job of getting that all the way down. Yeah, Sam, that was phenomenal job, man.
If you guys want more, or if you just want it in writing, I put a link in the chat to the article I wrote before the summer when we were all trying to figure out what the hell was going on with all of it. So it's I mean, I wrote it, so it can't be that complicated. Like, I'm dumb. You should be able to figure it out. But
He's
any
not
other
dumb.
questions, feel free. Come through. Yeah. So that's why it matters.
Oh shit! It's 3 o'clock, brother.
Oh man. So Ja
Yeah.
staying home.
Josh Stan. Well, let's just see. Cause as I said, oh wait, I think
Should
I
I
was
do
off
the
there when I said that.
should I do the tweet? Should I do the yeah. The NBA trade deadline. Fuck.
Cause
Deadline
Tice,
has officially passed, but remember
Daniel Tice got traded at
sometimes
3:05.
trades trickle out after the 3 p.m.
I was like,
Uh,
yes, we're good. And then Tice got traded at 3:05. I was like, what? And it was, hey man.
You got to do that every year because you can tell people you're smart by being like, hey, yo,
Hey man.
it can still happen.
It can still happen. It could be getting a jaw trade in 2 minutes, but if it don't happen in like at like 3:05, then it's probably GG's. But we'll see. We'll see. But nah, that I'm still thinking about the Pacers pick, the 2 protections on the same pick.
Kind of fire.
That's fire though, but it's like that. Even just that chance made it worth it for the Clippers. Like it was just like insane. Like I can get 5 through 9 this year, and I don't have my pick. Like
They should have just did odd versus even. They should have just made it like literally playing like roulette because it feels like they're playing roulette. Kevin Pritchard, the GM of the Pacers, replied to Caitlin Cooper on Twitter. She was like, the lottery is going to be must-watch TV. He just replied with popcorn buckets. It's like, buddy, your pick is on the line. You shouldn't be thrilled about this.
Boy, that shit got to be 5. It is going to be 5, bro. It's a sacrifice.
You better watch out for the Pacers. They're going to be trying to win games. Celtics have played them all the time. So they still play the Pacers again?
No, I think we played them 4 times.
Okay, so right now the Pacers are currently the NBA's second worst team.
So do you think they'll just
third worst,
just like aggressively tank or play the?
No, they're gonna have to play and win a little bit. They don't want to be towards the top of the lottery anymore. They probably want to be like, they probably want to pass Washington and Brooklyn and maybe Utah. So like their odds are more likely to place them in that 5 to 9 range. Like I actually don't know.
Chris Boucher is gonna get waived by other Jazz, which we already knew. So cool.
Yep, Boucher getting waived. I genuinely feel bad for Chris Boucher because it felt like when he came here, he was going to have opportunities to contribute to winning. And that just clearly was not the case. Like very early, it was not going to be the case. I'm curious to see if he can contribute somewhere else. I know we saw that Philly was interested in him. Michael Scotto had reported that a couple of weeks ago. Phoenix was another team that was listed.
Yeah.
And what was the last one? Do you remember?
76ers, I think. Wait, did you already say them?
Yeah, the 76ers I had said.
76ers, it was somebody. I screenshotted it, but I probably deleted it already. But you know, it was definitely 3 teams that were on that list.
Celtics blog. Can't wait to see quote unquote tax savings in a Celtics jersey. He's got so much upside. All the billionaires talk about him constantly.
So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, Chris Boucher was like when you go to Minot, like Garza, he's the more established guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's played like what 8-9 years in his league. He had a very good season last year. Averaged like 10 points, 5 rebounds, shot 36% from 3. And I was like, okay, this is a guy that can actually play for us. There's some people that thought he would start at the 4. He just like never really got an opportunity. And in the preseason, he was pretty solid, but he couldn't. I don't think he like hit a 3 that entire time. So maybe that kind of played into it where like Minot shot 42%, right? And Jordan Walsh is shooting 40%. Baylor Shaman is the hitting three. So if your younger guys are kind of doing better in him, even though I didn't think he got like a real like extended shot at this thing. If your young guys are doing better than him, then oh my god, what the? They just cut Cam Thomas.
They probably were trying to trade him, and then they couldn't find anyone that wanted to
What?
trade for him. And here's the problem, right? Because the knee jerk reaction is, oh man, what if the Celtics went and got him? But I just can't get that clip out of my brain of him completely quitting on the Nets possession.
Hell no. I thought, listen, this is extreme, but once I saw about the it was one thing that came out about damn, he really just got cut, fool. So like I think the Grizzlies did an Eric Gordon trade. And they have to cut somebody to make that deal happen. And then I saw something about like like it will have to attach a pick to Ja. I'm like, bro, what if they cut Ja? I was like, nah, that shouldn't be crazy. But Kant, hey man, he did not like that situation at all. This might be Milwaukee, like written all over it.
Dude, Milwaukee has more motivation than any team to just come in and be on the bullshit and be like, look, we're going to try and compete. Like, they just brought in Nick Richards, right? Like, Nick Richards is not a knock your socks off type of trade acquisition, but he is not bad. He just didn't have opportunity in Phoenix.
Oh, no. He's in Chicago now.
Oh, they rerouted him?
Yeah.
That was good.
He's Chicago now. So
let's see. Chris Haynes.
No trades materialized. Yes, we see that. We know they didn't get traded, brother. No trades materialized for the Sacramento Kings and held on to DeMontis Sabonis, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Malik Monk.
I should just start tweeting stuff like that.
Sam, have they been traded, Sam?
No, they haven't been traded. Okay. You heard it here first.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
I should have did the Boucher one. Like, sources tell me Chris Boucher is getting traded. Just like, I don't know where, but he will not make it past the deadline. Like, I should just start picking my spots, just taking my layups when I can, and become a credible source for people.
Just like, hey man, that might
listen to all the podcasts. Bro. Oh man, Tatum's having second thoughts about coming back. Sources tell me.
Just like a post game interview. Ron Harper enjoyed. Sources tell me. Ron Harper enjoyed being a starter in the NBA for the first time. I don't know, man.
He will seek other opportunities to start in the NBA. Sources tell me, whether that be through hard work or another way. We can confirm that here on How About Them Celtics.
There are multiple.
Good point from Jim Packard here. I don't get trading Minot for nothing if the Celtics were already below the first apron. And I kind of don't get it either. Like, what was the downside of keeping him other than simply trying to completely cut as many tax dollars as you possibly could, like in terms of what's being spent? Lawson asking where Jack is. Jack is on a flight home from Houston. That's why he's out today. Nick will be with me tomorrow morning. We'll probably do like a little recap of what has happened today once we know for sure and make that the video. But yeah, Jack is fine. He's just flying.
Yeah. It's, I don't know, man. I didn't think he would get traded for like absolutely nothing, because like he has tape of him being really good and being a starter in this league. Although, like, I didn't think he was gonna start the whole year and be a 10 point, 8 rebound, a block, and a steal type guy. But like he has film of him doing that shit. So, and the Nets, they cut Hayward Highsmith.
Tell me tomorrow's Friday.
Hey.
You had it first.
You was the first person to tell me that, bro. So hey man, I appreciate you. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really, it's no way that we just trade him for like cash, bro. Like I don't think we just trade him for cash, but well, that's what happened. But
Greeny has theorized Sorry to interrupt. Greeny has theorized that he goes, what if the Minot trade was really because Brooklyn told Brad they were right about to waive Cam Thomas, who has a wink-wink agreement to sign for the minimum in the buyout market, goes from $8 million in salary to coming in on the minimum. I don't think it's going to happen, but
I don't know.
the Minot move makes no sense. Like we are 15 or 10 minutes after the trade deadline,
so
and
nothing happened.
We know that there is no pick or player coming back for Josh Minot. They just sent him there for the hell of it.
Josh Minot, bro.
And like it doesn't really make sense. Like if you're the Celtics, there's no reason not to have him. He's there unless he was a problem that we didn't know about. Like he was a serious like pain in the ass in the locker room, which I didn't get that vibe from. And like I can like check in with people, I guess, and see. And maybe I shouldn't do that just so if I'm like texting people, nobody's like, oh, I know Sam found out from this person that he's this. But like that is the only reason I could think that it makes sense to just trade Josh for nothing. Like he was legitimately a pain in the ass and he didn't get along with Joe. But I'm not saying that. I'm not even trying to report that. Josh Minot was one of my favorite guys. Like I thought he was cool. I thought he had a good attitude. I thought he took things seriously. So that just makes this all confusing. So please do not take this as me saying that he was a pain in the ass. I'm just trying to think of what could have happened to make it make sense for them to do this.
Sources tell Sam LaFrance Josh Minot was an ass.
Let's all calm down a minute.
It's all good. So yeah,
I'll forever cherish my moment of like, you go first. No, you go first with Josh as he was going out to warm-ups last week.
Hey man, it's yeah, I don't know. We'll see, man. But the difference I think between Cam and like Anthony, right? It's like, bro, Cam Thomas has multiple instances of him just like not giving a fuck on the basketball court.
Yeah,
like I've seen Simons not play defense. I've seen that happen, but like, excuse me, like, bro, the shit that Cam Thomas did against us, where this guy is known as a scorer. Any opportunity for Cam Thomas to score, he shoots the ball, bro. When he got that ball with 5 seconds left, I'm like, oh yeah, he finna hit this shit. That pass and walk to the other side of the court was like, dog, he quit on them, bro. Like I don't think that'll go well with us. Now, if there's any team that could get Cam Thomas to buy in the most he ever has, it is us for sure. It's Joe as a coach, is the Celtics as a culture, right? But I don't know, man. I don't know. But hey, if you need somebody to replace Anthony Simons' offense, in theory, that is your guy, 1000%. But it's just the other stuff behind that, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was trying to find the clip. I can't find it. Signing Cam Thomas and trying to get him to like be your Anthony Simons would be an ultimate heat check for the Celtics. Like that is them coming off a catch at like half court and trying to fire without setting.
You talk about locker room shit.
It's hard because you wanna lean into that, right? And be like, we saw it with our eyes. We watched it happen in a game against the Celtics where he just fucking quit on them.
Yes.
It like mid-play.
Mid-play.
There's a layer to this where it's like it's the Nets. Like I don't know. You know, like like how much like
go ahead.
Think about like Stranger Things when like they have like the mind flare and like that like fucks them up, or like the season 3 where the mind flare like takes over people. Like is that what the Nets do to players? Like did that happen to him?
It didn't happen to
get corrupted.
It didn't happen to MPJ. Like
MPJ's just came behind the microphone. He's a little different. Yeah, it gets people differently.
There was a time where they had the number 1 defense for like a month, and like they were actually playing like a good team, and he had some big like scoring outings, but like Jordy is like he's a great coach, and he should be coaching a team that's better than them. and he's a guy that's like no nonsense type. So if Cam Thomas isn't playing, like he's taking Cam Thomas out of the game really quickly and stuff like that, I would believe him. Now, again, is that just with the Nets, right? He like everything has gone wrong in their tenure. He was with KD, Kyrie, James Harden, right? He drops 40 points in 3 straight games, like 2 years after that, right? And they still aren't trying to pay him. They're asking him to Chris Haynes. Oh my God. Bro, did you just see the latest?
Well, Shams did the same thing. Did you see that?
Wait, really? Really?
Yeah, he did it first.
Ja Morant remained with the grit. Yeah, yes, he did. There was no Ja trade.
I think there is like a layer to that where, like, you know how we were like, it's 3:00, but watch out. Like, I think they're just being like, don't sit around and think about it anymore.
But hold on. The Memphis Grizzlies kept Ja Morant past the trade deadline. Sources say I don't think you need sources for that. I don't think you need to text people to see that he's. I don't know, man. Listen. I'm not a reporter. I'm not Chris Haynes. I'm not
yet.
Shams. So listen, man. I don't know, but yeah, it's yeah. Cam Thomas. They declined to give him a contract, so he's probably just upset. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Dude, nobody gave him a contract. They
He
would have
came
had
back
to
no
match any
qualifying.
contract
Yep.
that any team offered him. Nobody wanted him. And I think there's a reason for that. And, you know, when you think about Brad Stevens and the way these Celtics teams have come together, he just goes and gets good guys. Like, that
Right.
is pretty much the calling card for Brad. And I know Greeny shares the post of him talking about he's always thinking about how whatever player he gets can help the star players be the best version of themselves too. So that goes into it too. But the Celtics just like seemingly have a no dickheads rule. Like, if you have any questionable shit going on, they're just going to kind of steer clear and bring somebody else in. And I think the players deserve a lot of credit for the way they carry themselves, because you see, as much as like we credit the Celtics and the player development staff, like, yes, those factors deserve credit. But like somebody like Luka Garza, right, comes in, he spent the majority of his NBA career sitting on the bench watching, and now he's getting rotation minutes. He's finding ways to impact games. Like, that's him. Like, he's putting in work in the offseason to really work and get better and make himself sharp when his number is called. And like somebody like Cam Thomas, it's a weird comparison, but he was in there in the summer being like, I think I'm worth $30 million. And teams are like, why? And then he's just like, shit, because I fucking said so. That's why. And look where it got him. He got waived. So I don't know if that's the type of guy the Celtics are really going to be like, man, pick up the phone, Cam. We're trying to get you. I just don't see it.
Dog. It's just too much there. I think it's just too much there. Like, this is honestly, like, this is one of the best scorers in this league. Like, I can say that confidently. Like, I've seen that happen multiple times. Like, but like, it's just like, bro, he goes out and says, I'm worth this. No one even tries to pay you. Like, no one even tries. Like, it's like, all right, man, since you don't want to give me this contract, I'm gonna go out and free agency. Okay, cool. Let me know when you're home.
It's
like,
just the Stephen A meme of him like unmoved at the desk, like being like, all right, man, like, you go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll be here when you come back. I'll be here. Go ahead. And then he signs the qualifying offer. They don't extend him, and it's just like, because I think there's a lot on the table for Cam Thomas, like him, which is like, he has not had a huge contract. I think he's worth more than a qualifying, but it's like, he's not helping himself. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a guy that can legitimately average 20 points. If he also, I don't think he wants to come off the bench. Like, he wants all of it. Like, as a scorer, I think he can do stuff. It's just like, bro, if you want to start on a good team, get all the touches, not do any other ancillary things that Jordy was trying to ask of him. Like now, I don't think he should be of a passer because that's not him. Like I'm not saying he has to average 7 assists or some shit. Like nah, I ain't saying that, but like effort on effort on the other side is mandatory, bro. Like that's just how it is now. Like you gotta at least try. Like if you score 22, 22, like bro, just I need some effort, bro, please, and I'll be fine with you. But you can't quit on your team, say stuff in the post games. You can't say I'm worth $30 million and all this stuff. Then you come back and then you quitting on the team and plays like that shit not gonna fly, bro. So um I feel I do feel for him, bro, but it's like he not really helping himself.
What can you do?
What can you do, bro? What can you do?
NBA players are such a fascinating like specimen to me because they spend their whole life being the best player in like every game they play, and then they're not all of a sudden. And basically, the path to career longevity is either continue to be the best player in every game you play, or accept that you're not and figure out how to do it. And some guys figure it out, some guys don't. And we are talking about one that clearly does not know. We can get ready to wrap up. It's been about an hour total between the two streams. Nick, any final thoughts on the deadline A trades that we didn't talk about that we should have talked about that I did not think of? Because I certainly might have missed some.
Nah, I think we good, man. I was gonna ask you a question before the Zubac shit came out, and I was like, if you were the Pacers, like, I mean, sorry, if you were the Clippers, would you have traded like if the Pacers were like, all right, here, bro, here's our unprotected pick this year, but that's all you're getting. If you're the you're the Clippers, are you accepting that trade? Like their unprotected pick this year, and then probably like I guess like Jackson or so because of the contracts. Like they're completely unprotected pick this season. Completely.
Yeah, I think so.
That's what I was going to
There's
ask.
only so much ground that you can make up if you're the Pacers. Like if you really wanted to fuck them, right? Like they picked the perfect window where they can still do the
Yeah,
fucking.
yeah.
But like now, like had they just given it up, it would just be like you. If you're the Pacers, how many games out of the playoffs are you? You are currently the worst team in the Eastern Conference. You are 11 games behind the 10 seed Bulls in the play-in, and you still would have to leapfrog the Bucks and Hornets, who are. I mean, the Hornets are certainly
The
going to try and
Hornets are
keep winning,
virgin. Yeah.
and I think Milwaukee would try and keep winning too. I'd assume Chicago will drop. Atlanta might drop. They might not. I don't know.
That's a weird trade. I gotta ask you about that too.
The
But
Kristaps one, or
yeah, they could like could Jonathan Kuminga on the Hawks?
if you're the Hawks, you might as well.
Yeah.
What do you have to lose?
Well, I mean, because they talked so much about like cap flexibility and all this, like when they traded Trey and then they trade an expiring contract for somebody that doesn't really fit on their team. Like if your plan is to build around Jalen Johnson, like Kaminga probably isn't the person to do that.
Well, Kuminga, they can.
Oh yeah, he's a
Like,
team option.
he has a team option, so
So okay, yeah.
he,
So yeah, sorry.
they can get rid of him if they don't like him.
Yeah.
Kuminga, like I know smart people that don't like him, so I won't speak too like putting my flag in the ground on this, but like somebody has to be curious around the league to
I don't
see
think
if it
he's
was
that
Golden
bad.
State's fault. You know what I'm saying? Like the Kuminga Warriors situation was so weird for years. They weren't playing him when the initial talks of a contract extension started to happen, like in 2023. It was they don't want to extend him. He's personally pissed. He's going to ask for a trade, this, that, and the other. And I assume there's some reason why they didn't want him, right? Like there's some losing stink on him. There's some I don't want to sacrifice for the team on him. Maybe I don't know what it is. But if you're any of the 29 other teams, especially if you're one that is not competing right now or has like the Kristaps contract was basically dead money at this point. Like he has hardly played for them this season. You're like,
Yeah.
why not? If it's a low risk move, if you're Atlanta, if he fits well for you, you have him next year.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I've seen him score like 20 points multiple times in the playoffs. So, that's I have to say like he's this perfect guy, and teams should be trying to grab him at every chance. But like he has something. Like he has something. And at the beginning of this year, when they were actually playing him, it seemed like something changed, and it was working beautifully. He was passing the ball. He was picking his spots. And then it just happened again where it's like, oh yeah, now he can't play anymore now. He's not doing what we asked him to do. And then you don't play him for like 20 games, and then you only play him when Jimmy's hurt. Like, I don't know. It's different, bro. So I do not think that he got a fair enough shot with them. So 1000%. Somebody else could do a lot better with him. I think Brooklyn with Dimon as a passer, Claxton can pass too. Well, most of his assists are MPJ and the handoffs and shit, but like they need scoring. Like, and Dimon is a point guy that can pass. Traore, Ben Saraf, like they have passers and guards. They don't have a lot of scoring. So I thought that was the perfect place, but we'll see, man.
I would like your reaction on this. If you
Wait,
can't see what it is,
okay,
this
let me
is
see.
an
Giannis on IG.
NBA central of Giannis's Instagram post following the deadline today. Do you have any thoughts on this? On
Legends
Giannis's reaction to not getting traded?
Legends don't chase, they attract. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. So, is this like pertaining to him like not chasing another like a team? Like he wants to stay in Milwaukee and attract other players? Like, bro,
He's this is just another Giannis wants to flip flop and be like, maybe
why?
I'm going to request a trade. Maybe I'm not going to request a trade. Now that I'm not getting traded, I'm going to embrace being here. Like he put out the DiCaprio, I'm not leaving clip.
Like, bro,
I have joined you. I am so over this.
thank
Pick
you.
a side. You're
Thank
hurting
you.
the franchise. If you want to stay, then like respect. There's nothing wrong with wanting to stay. If you want to stay, stay. And I understand like the conflict of like, wow, the team's not good. But like the team is not good because they keep acting desperately because they're afraid you're going to leave them.
Yes.
Like they traded Drew in 2023 for Dame. And I was arguing with people in the First to Floor Discord about this yesterday, and they were telling me, like, well, they needed the scoring for Dame. So, sure, if you really believe that, fine. But they traded Drew in 2023 after they lose to Miami in the first round in a series that he was hurt. Giannis was hurt. Then
He's been
2024,
hurt.
he's hurt again. 2025, him and Dame are both hurt. So, Milwaukee keeps making desperate moves to try and appease him after Dame tears his Achilles last year. They waive and stretch him and essentially make their cap even tighter because they have to carry that money over the next couple of seasons instead of just one. He has a fault in this too. And to act like he doesn't is ridiculous.
Bro, they traded AJ, who I don't think he's like he's going to be like this great person, right? But, bro, Chris Middleton was a franchise staple for he champion. Probably, I don't know where he ranks on the all-time scoring list over there, but like he was a part of that shit, bro. Like a real part of that. That was his number 2 guy, bro. That was his number 2 guy for all these years. And they traded Chris Middleton and AJ Johnson, who they had just picked, on a team that has no young talent. On a team that has no young talent. And at that time, Ryan Rollins was not who he is, right? So I'm like, okay, AJ Johnson, that was kind of high, but if he has some potential, you know what I'm saying? They traded him and Chris Middleton for Kyle Kuzma because to have the team get slightly better because of you, right? Bro, this whole year has been, and look, I'm not saying people can't change their minds, bro. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that, bro, like he hasn't had a stance for more than 2 weeks either way. So if he says, man, listen, man, he come out in the post and even when he has said something, his actions don't reflect that. So he's like, yeah, man, listen, man, I'm tired of this trade talk. I want to stay, right? And then he goes in the post game the very next day and says, man, it says something cryptic about the team. Like, what are you talking? Yeah, like it is all to not request a trade, brother. Your actions are saying you don't want to be here. And I hope the Bucks, hey, the best thing for them to do this season is to be ass, bro. Because that pick that the Hawks have with the Pelicans is a swap, bro. It's not an
Yeah.
outright first. It's a swap. So let's say you keep catering to Giannis, bro. Cool, bro. Be bad. Try to get a top 10 pick because if listen, the Pelicans are going to be bad. It is what it is. That pick is gonna be top 5, right? But if you're also bad, you just get the lesser of those 2 picks. Which, if you're also bad, that could be the Hawks get a pick 3, you get pick 8, pick 7, and you can be like, all right, man, listen, I can trade this now, and we can really be like up top. But again, you just catering to him. So I don't know, man. I wish he would pick a side and actually act on that side. But after all the reports came out in these last 2 days of like, yeah, they're definitely trying to trade him now. Like he's ready for a new home. And now that you don't get traded, you're like, I'm not leaving. Like I don't chase, I attract. Dude, come on, bro. The fans will love you even if you request a trade, bro. You run
That's
the
what I'm saying. Like
you run
he has a better career with the Bucks than like 95% of NBA players ever have had with
ever.
any team.
It's cool, bro. I promise, bro. The Blazers fans love Dame to this day. They love him so much that he came back. He ain't win them nothing. But all he did was play his ass off every night, and he kept it real. He kept it real, played his ass off, and gave them everything that he had. Giannis did the exact same thing, played his ass off, gave him everything that they had that he had, and he won a fucking ring for the first time in 50 years, bro. If you requested a trade, they're not gonna say, "Oh man, you snaked us." This is not. No, you don't have a great team around you. You've already done everything this organization could have asked of you, bro. It's fine, but now this is when the fans start to not like you because you putting them in an even worse position, not being real about it. So it is what it is. Giannis leaves his shoes on in the house. He ain't coming to my house.
He just stands there with his shoes on,
Yeah,
and like is like, maybe I'm gonna come in, maybe I'm not.
I got it open, and he just in the way. He's not even trying to come in, or he's not trying to leave. That's exactly what he's doing.
There's a little LeBron in this where he's like, I want to have the power over my team to make them do things, but like they just keep doing stupid shit. Like this doesn't work. It doesn't work when players do this. LeBron has to leave a team every couple of years because he makes them make moves and then they get fucked. It's what's happened with the Lakers. It's why the Lakers they got Luka for free, but before that, all the LeBron influenced moves were not helping them win games. So,
The only
anyways,
LeBron influence move that helped was when it was literally a top 5 player at that time in AD. Like that shit couldn't have gone wrong, and like it got him
they would have did that without him.
Right. That's just like some like, hey, I got these young players. He wants to come to LA, no brainer. I have LeBron James. Let's try to win now. I don't know, man. It's weird. Very weird.
Anyways, trade deadline wrapped. It is 3:36. There are no trickling trades. It seems like Xavier Tillman is staying. Hashtag staying home. So that's good news. Josh Minot gone to Brooklyn for nothing. Chris Boucher gone probably for his benefit. And Anthony Simon's gone for Vucevic.
First.
Don't know when Vucevic is going to debut. Be on the lookout for that tomorrow. I don't think it will be tomorrow. My gut tells me it will not be tomorrow, but you never know.
When do we play Chicago? Is that
Chicago is
tomorrow
Wednesday next
hey,
week. New
wait,
York Sunday.
Is it in Chicago?
Nope. All the games are here until the break.
Oh shit. Okay. Hey man, he might come out versus the Bulls.
Maybe. I hope Anthony gets a nice little reception when he comes back.
Anthony Simon's gonna drop 50.
It'll be deserved.
Yeah, for sure.
Deserved. Nick, go ahead, plug whatever you'd like. Plug the YouTube channel, plug any articles that you're coming up with, wherever the people can find you. Tell them.
Yeah, subscribe to the Nick NBA YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter, Nick NBA YT. Got some Nikola Vucevic stuff. Now that the trade is definitely happened, now it is official. So gonna just have a breakdown of his game on Celtics blog, and like hopefully tomorrow or the next day, but definitely before he plays. So I want to get that out. So just be on the lookout for that. And Sam, I appreciate it as always.
Of course. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming out. If you're down, we can rip a quick recap video for the morning for people that may have not been around for the streams.
Yeah.
So those listening, Nick and I will be back in the morning. Jack is back with me in the garden tomorrow. Until then, enjoy your day. Go outside. Bye.